Beneath the Beauty, the battle against illegal mining and deforestation in Taraba State. Nestled in the far northeastern part of Nigeria lies Taraba State, a land of breathtaking beauty and untold natural riches. However, beneath this charming camouflage, a dark secret lurks: illegal mining. It is perpetrated on a very huge scale, and the consequences are there. They include environmental degradation, social instability, governance challenges, and loss of revenue, which impacts negatively on the state and the nation at large. The exploitation of teenagers as cheap labor, which is a common trend by the illegal mining cartels, astronomically increases the number of out-of-school children and school dropouts. Join us on a short journey as we delve into the depths of this challenge, exploring the devastating impact, the position of Taraba State government, and the steps taken to curb this menace. Taraba State sits atop over 200 solid mineral deposits and is unarguably home to the largest base of solid minerals in Nigeria. This is little known to many Nigerians, but it is true. These minerals include gold, amethyst quartz, beryl, quartz, zircon, calcite, sapphire, topaz, uranium, fluorite, graphite, copper ore, barite, agates, bentonithic clay, bauxite, rutile, and counting. 7 years ago, on July 18, 2016, the former governor of Taraba State, Darius Ishaku, visited the Minister for Solid Minerals, Kayode Fayemi, where he talked of collaborative efforts to curb illegal mining and how to maximize on the solid minerals deposits in Taraba State.
Sapphire and gold is being mined illegally, so if we can organize it and get in the professionals, then the federal government will get our taxes, the state, and then the local miners can be engaged to work in these factories.
Taraba is endowed with precious metals, with gold, with sapphire, with topaz, with aquamarine, tourmaline, you name it. I'm reasonably convinced that it's going to produce the right results in the shortest possible time.
4 years later, on the 1st of September 2020, as reported by the Taraba State official government website, tarabastate.gov.ng, the immediate past governor of Taraba State, Architect Darius Ishaku, lamented that the state and the federal government were losing huge sums of revenue through the activities of illegal miners. The former governor, who made his feelings known during a visit to the then Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Architect Adegbite Olamilekan, said it was regrettable that illegal miners were smiling to the banks every day, while both federal and state governments were losing huge sums of money. The state was already laden with this burden when, just barely 25 days into office, precisely on the 23rd of June 2023, the governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kefas, did the unthinkable. He issued an executive order on environmental protection, public safety, suspension of mining activities, and ban on felling of rosewood, aka Madrid, and timber in Taraba State, called Executive Order 3.
Illegal mining, in particular, has become a cancer, eating away at the very fabric of our society. The revenue that should have been channeled into public welfare and infrastructure development has been siphoned away, leaving our people in their need. Therefore, in the best interest of our state and its future generations, I am signing this executive order for the immediate suspension of all mining activities in Taraba State.
Dr. Obu Kefas lamented that illegal mining promotes crimes in the society and it is time to put an end to it. He advised all perpetrators to seek alternative means of livelihood or face the wrath of the law.
It has led to the exploitation of our vulnerable communities, increased crime rates, and contributed to social unrest. As a result, the law enforcement agencies will be empowered to take strict actions against anyone found in violation of this order.
To drive home Executive Order 3, on the 30th of June 2023, a special task force on environmental protection, public safety, suspension of mining activities, ban on felling of rosewood, madrid, and timber, headed by Brigadier General Jeremiah Aliyu Faransa, retired, was born and inaugurated, taking up the mantle to combat the illegal mining and deforestation scourge.
The perpetrators and their collaborators, including traditional rulers, howsoever known, that is to say, ward heads, village heads, district heads, graded chiefs that are found culpable should be dealt with in accordance with the provisions of the law. And any other person that is coming into the state for the purpose of carrying this business violates the extant provisions of the order is within the purview of the jurisdiction of this task force. In furtherance to his powers under other matters related to the environment, the activities of harvesters and or traders in the business of what is known as rosewood harvesters, aka Madrid harvesters, falls within the jurisdiction of this task force, and same is hereby banned and suspended indefinitely.
To make the work of the Special Task Force easier and more effective, a special mobile court was put in place to try offenders. Task Force didn't waste any time. They swung into enforcement mode, sensitizing Tarabans, paid courtesy calls to traditional rulers, acting chairmen of local governments, affected communities, mining sites, wood processing and logging sites for compliance and or arrest of offenders. They ventured into the heart of local communities to educate, seek support, win hearts and minds of the citizens and all stakeholders in the mining and wood industry.
If care is not taken from the way things are going, already the desert encroachment is already in Taraba State. And I have the strong belief that with the task force, we are ready to go anywhere to ensure that the mandate given to us by His Excellency is adhered to.
In the course of carrying out his assignment, the chairman of the Special Task Force observed that the activities of illegal miners and wood merchants had caused irreversible damage to the overall landscape of Taraba State.
So we will sensitize them that yes, you have all these resources and whatever, but there is a due process that you have to undergo, and there is corporate social responsibility on their own part, where all these companies are supposed to render to the community.
According to him, miners operating in Taraba State were more like criminals out to destroy the state's mineral resources, while loggers didn't even consider replanting as an option. He lamented that the unregulated activities of miners and loggers in the state had led to the degradation of arable lands suitable for farming.
So what I saw is devastating. what I saw is mind-boggling and destruction of our land. The havoc caused by mining activities. The effects is not now, it's a gradual thing where these mining activities are taking place. They are supposed to provide a clinic or build a primary school or a police station or even boreholes, with solar lights, and they're supposed to pay what you call royalty to the traditional ruler of that community. But sir, that is not done. Another thing is, there's a policy on mining that after digging those pits, you are supposed to fill it back about 80%. That is not done where we visited. I believe you are aware a letter has been sent before we left for the assignment. Ours is just to re-emphasize for you. The responsibility is bestowed on you that you must ensure that that order is adhered to. Seeing what felling of trees have done, all our reserves are gone. There is nothing in our reserve, game reserve. They have turned to either farmlands or even mining fields, because we went to a situation where we saw mining is taking place inside the game reserve. So we are so destructive. We do things without thinking. There was a time Madrid was the order of the day in Taraba State. Today, sir, there is no single Madrid in Taraba State. They are all gone. And the worst thing is, those trees were not replanted. So, what will you show generation yet on board? What we are saying here, sir, based on world policy, that you cut down one tree, you plant 3. And so I found out that you have all departments that you need in this local government. You have agri department, you have disease control, you have so many departments that can take care of those things. But I think along the line, the local government became docile, and people are doing whatever they are doing. Sir, there is a reason why you are sent back. Where come and kill your people. Nobody will come and do it for you. You must make that sacrifice and ensure that what it takes should come during your time. I will advise you print your name in gold. It requires nothing but sacrifice. With sacrifice, there is nothing we cannot do. Mine is just to deliver. I'm just an errand boy, and my duty is to do justice to what I've just told you today. You are the custodian of these people, and you are here as a security officer. You have to take this directive seriously, because the governor frowned against these things. These are some of the sacrifices you have to make.
It was welcoming to note that the Executive Order 3 of the governor had struck a chord with the locals, who pleaded for effective enforcement.
His Excellency has done what we are supposed to have done a long time ago. This underground economy, unreported illegal mining, has caused more havoc.
She Excellency and the other is very good, 100% good.
Mu ataku ba mu ketare doka idan an ce mu yi wannan muna yin su zuciya da daya. Wannan abin da aka kawo ɗanmu ya kawo ba mu da karfi mu ce za mu yin abin da gwamnati ke so. Don ko a gidanka kana da gidanka idan gwamnati ya ce yana son gidanka ma za a iya cire ka gidan a ji a sa ka wani wuri. Magana da ka faɗa mun kalle shi a biyu.
Your message is well understood and we receive it in good faith. The local government will work hand in hand with the security agents and the agency concerned on this issue.
From the language, I have added confidence that we come out with the correct. And all our people must understand that we owe ourselves and our children the obligation to protect our environment, to utilize our mineral resources, but in a manner that we do not destroy our future.
We have seen the ecology of the area. I think one of the most crucial issues that the states and the federation could take is the revisiting of the Minerals Act. The Minerals Act should be revisited, be amended to suit the current situation and to benefit both the government and the local people.
To abinda muka sa gaba kenan yanzu zuwan kunan mun gode za mu yi kokari mu ga mun biya wa gwamnan mu bukata mu yi masa abin da ya faɗa.
So I feel that the action of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kefas, wouldn't have come out better than now. It's timely. I really appreciate the effort of His Excellency, and I know with this committee on ground, everything will be put in order.
I want to appreciate His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas, our Governor, for setting up this task force committee. This is a step in the right direction.
Amma suna zaune cikin jamu suna mana suna ɗibe abubuwan dukiyar mu ga baki ɗaya. Babu jihar da za ta ta'allaka ta ce yau ta ta'allaka ne da abinda gwamnati tarayya kaɗai za ta turo sannan wannan
jihar. Ina cike da farin ciki kwarai da gaske manyan jami'an gwamnati da gwamnatin jihar Taraba ta turo su karkashin jagorancin janar Faransa saboda su zo su kara faɗakar da mu da kuma tunatar da mu dangane da doka ko umarni wadda gwamnatin jiya ta tsara kuma ta tura mana a rubuce kamar da shi shugaban tafiya ya riga ya yi bayani.
Below governments we are ever ready in whatever capacity to give you all the support you needed, and we promise you whatever we had we're going to channel through you so that you should come to our aid.
In Wukari, after the courtesy calls, the team visited Akwana and Arufu community and the mining sites. It was a sad development. Arufu and Akwana had been excavated and destroyed to the extent that the land cannot be used for building and farming purposes.
We're here in Arufu, and you can see to yourself how devastating manners has caused the degradation of the land in Arufu. I believe for donkey years to come, nothing can be done here. And this stretch out to kilometers of excavation. As of now, based on the Executive Order 3 issued by the Executive Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kefas, PhD, no mining activities should take place in this area again till further notice. And whoever is found wanting or collaborating in this place will be dealt with decisively.
In Kashimbila, after a courtesy visit to the chief of Kashimbila, His Royal Highness Zakari Musa Gargarin, who revealed that investors had been visiting the area to prospect for different mineral deposits, he also disclosed that wood merchants had continued with their activities despite the ban by the state government. He added that most of the trucks conveying these woods out of the area go through Jatawaka in Benue State to evade arrest by the tax force and payment of revenue to the state government.
Da sauran aiki a gaban ku fa, daga nan za ku yi birama, da ku tafi har bariki lissa, ku tabbatar da waɗannan manyan wuraren da ake fitar da itace na. A yanzu haka an hana fitar da ice, amma nan garin ana fitarwa. Jiya nan ina da labari trailer 7 sun yi lodin itace sun fita.
4 trucks were intercepted in the community and the environs which were heading to Benue State through an unauthorized route and were forced to go through the official gateway in Malum for clearance by the special mobile court.
Sunana Musa Paris. Shi yanzu mu ma mu direbobi muka tabbatar ga abin da yake tafiya jiya kai a kotu. Don an ɗebe mu anan gaba ɗaya jiya a kotu muka wuni. Sannan aka gaya mana ga dokan da gwamnatin Taraba ta sa, amma siyasa aka zai da motocin nan. Don a bincika yaya aka yi gashi ya sa doka kuma ana ɗauka wani kaya da ya hana. Yanzu abin da suka faɗa kowa ya biya abin da kotu ya faɗa.
We impounded some of these trucks, but unfortunately along the line they violated and we found them here. So yesterday about 39 trucks were impounded, they were charged, and they are supposed to be imprisoned, but there is an alternative or a fine, which all of them now are going to pay a fine of not less than 150,000. Then we have a new rate of taxes on all these timbers you are seeing here. So we'll clear them, escort them out of Taraba State, and the suspension continues.
In collaboration with the Strike Force, an arm of the Special Task Force on Illegal Mining and Deforestation, 6 trucks loaded with fluoride and lithium stones were intercepted on their way to the southern part of Nigeria. Parading the trucks in Jalingo, the chairman, General Faransa retired, said the state will not relent in its effort to tackle the illegal mining and deforestation scourge.
What you see behind me are trucks loaded with fluoride. These trucks were intercepted by our strike force, who went to Akwana for an operation. Along the line, they saw these 6 trucks loaded with lithium, despite the fact that warnings have been given, awareness has been created. But when people are adamant, when you have a group of disgruntled and undesirable elements that don't adhere to instructions, that's what exactly happened. We're handing these trucks to the mobile court now, and they will face the wrath of the law.
In Saruna local government, after a courtesy call to the chief of Mambila, His Majesty Dr. Sheikh Audubaju II in Gembu, and the Lamdo of Nguroje, who gave their unequivocal support, the Taraba State Special Task Force on Environmental Protection and Illegal Mining, in a remarkable crackdown on illegal mining operations, successfully uncovered a staggering 22,373 kilograms of blue sapphire and other precious gemstones. The general disclosed that this substantial cache of sapphire was concealed in special wraps in Myosina illegal mining site.
We were in Gembu and other places, and we decided to go to a place in Guruji called Myosina. To our greatest surprise, we saw these people walking, despite the fact that an executive order was given to stop mining activities in Taraba State. So because of that, we arrested them. I want to set example for everybody to know that as far as mining is concerned in Taraba State, is suspended by now.
Within the period covered by the executive order, the Special Task Force also raided a gold mining site at Dogonyasu, Mehula General Area, Bali Local Government. 21 suspects, including 10 Burkinabes, 1 Nigerian, and 10 Nigerians were arrested. The task force found a population of over 3,000 illegal miners, mostly youth from northwestern part of Nigeria and some West African countries such as Burkina Faso, Niger, Senegal, and Mali, inhabiting a large mining camp of shanties in the site. Most of them ran out of the camp into the bushes when they sighted the task force. However, about 500 of them, excluding women and children, were rounded up, and the dealers and foreign citizens among them were isolated and apprehended, while the rest of them were asked to vacate the site immediately.
Here, you have all over 3,000 to 5,000 people. And they are from Zamfara State, they are from Sokoto State, they are from Kano State. They are over 3,000 to 5,000. In fact, when we came here, they were busy working. You have seen the number of youths. Over 3,000 youths have left school. They are of school age, but unfortunately they have abandoned school and they have resorted to illegal mining. Today, half of the people here are not from Taraba State.
2 Chinese nationals identified as Zhang Zhongzhu and Miang Zhonghu and 1 Nigerian known as Nathaniel Olatunde were arrested when the task force revisited La Riviera wood processing factory in Garbabi, Gashaka local government area, for violating the order on the ban of felling rosewood and timber-related activities.
I just branched to see whether there is compliance. Unfortunately, we caught them in action, so I have the strong belief the proper thing is to be done now.
The task force visited the Gashaka Gumti National Park, the largest national park in Nigeria, made up of watersheds with very rich fauna and flora, to ensure that the ban on illegal mining activities were upheld.
I have gone around the state. I have seen the level of destruction of trees and our land by human beings. So you can imagine how what we know is destruction.
According to the task force, conservation and public safety were at the forefront of this mission.
Government does not give anybody license to mine inside the park. The park has arrested a lot of illegal miners and they were prosecuted accordingly.
The border areas posed unique challenges with illegal miners and wood merchants trying to evade arrest by crossing state boundaries. The discovery, exploration and mining of gold at Dogonyasu village area, Mehula Ward, Bali local government of Taraba State, had birthed a boundary dispute between Taraba and Adamawa states. Due to the proximity of the location to Kogimbaba district of the neighboring Tongo local government in Adamawa State, the people of the district began to lay claim of ownership to the area because of the economic value of the mineral deposits.
Takaddan da ya fito mana a gefen Adamawa ne. Sun zo da GCM an gwada wannan wurin sun nuna mana Adamawa ne, lalle ko kuma muna da site har receipt namu ma na lasu ya fito.
The site is located on the fringes of Mehula Forest Reserve, over 100 kilometers off Jalingo Bali main highway towards the boundary between Taraba and Adamawa states. It is a large area of ungoverned space dotted with very few communities widely distant apart. The area falls under Gongo village area of the newly created Tonti district, Jibu Bali Chiefdom, Bali local government area. it was formerly under Mehula district. The exploration and mining activities started in the area in November 2023 by the Mineral Dealers Association Multipurpose Cooperative Society in partnership with Jamilu Mohammed Mines and Tripod Integrated Mines Nigeria Limited. Available records of census dating back as far as 1979 shows that they were counted under Mehula district of the old Bakundi Chiefdom, Bali local government area. Also under the structure of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), they are captured under Kaigama Nyavo polling unit with the delineation code 34/02/09/007, Mehula registration area, Bali local government, and not in Adamawa State. Charcoal usage as a substitute for kerosene and cooking gas encourages illegal felling of trees across Taraba State. Perpetrators were arrested and prosecuted.
Mai gidanmu ne muna kona masa akan naira 1,000 ne.
Kona buhu?
The whole exercise had led to the apprehension of more than 100 illegal miners, including foreign nationals, within the period of operation by the task force and charged to the mobile court.
The suspects were arrested by the task force headed by General Faransa, retired, handed over to the mobile court. They were prosecuted summarily in line with the powers conferred on the mobile court and convicted for engaging in illegal mining in the state without complying with the extant provisions of the Environmental Impact Assessment Law.
Protecting Taraba State's natural wonders is a top priority. While the enormity and the daunting task of the task force was ongoing, the National Miners Association and the federal government, through the Minister of Mines and Steel, borrowed a lead from Taraba State, giving ultimatums to illegal miners across the country to desist from such activities as perpetrators were liable, attracting several consequences.
The federal government has issued a 30-day ultimatum to illegal miners to desist from such activities in the country. Speaking in Abuja, the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, explained that all efforts to formalize unlicensed miners into cooperatives have proved abortive. He further stated that the ministry will review all mining licenses in the country, set up a mine task force, and generate data for solid minerals in Nigeria. Alake had lamented the impact of illegal mining while pledging to address the situation.
The task force journey is not without challenges, as valuable lessons are being learnt.
So we are here at the site where the suspects or where the convicts were arrested to seal the site pursuant to the court order after the conviction of the accused persons.
The fight against illegal mining and deforestation is far from over. However, Taraba State is determined to protect its future. As the sun sets over Taraba State, we leave you with the message of hope. The battle against illegal mining and indiscriminate deforestation is ongoing, and the people of Taraba State are united in their determination to preserve their natural heritage.
Task force, you still have my mandate. You continue your operation.
Indeed, time has come for Taraba State and the country at large to concertedly fight the hydra-headed monster called illegal mining in Nigeria and save the country from losing billions of naira to these scavengers. Join us in the fight to uncover the truth and ensure a brighter future for Taraba State.